Hi everyone, this is Gabriel from Decentral. I'm speaking to you from our ASIC miner repair shop in the suburb of Montreal. This is the first video of a series of videos we want to make and release in the coming weeks about how-tos and some reviews on the most popular ASIC miners. Today I want to talk to you about an old favorite of mine, which is the Antminer S9. The Antminer S9 has probably been one of the most famous generation of my of SHA-256 miner ever. It's made up the vast majority of the Bitcoin hash rate through 2018 to dissolving in May 2020. The machine is about 12 inches long, about a foot, a little more if you count in the fans. It's done in the same size and format, same form factor as the previous S7. It should pull on stock firmware from Bitmain about 13 to 1500 watts and give you in between 13 to 14 terahashes. Personally though, I like to run RS9s on Awesome Miner firmware or Vinish firmware from the Russian development team. You can easily find Awesome Miner firmwares by doing a little Google search, Awesome Miner firmwares for S9, and you will find them easily. It's a super customable, easy to customize firmware. Will give you more efficiency, more power efficiency, will allow you to overclock your machine as well. I like to usually run them at 14 terahashes on Vinish, pulling about 12 to 1300 watts, so a significant increase in efficiency. The S9, I believe, is still a decent choice for hobby miners, newcoming miners, or miners that have a lot of excess energy to monetize. We have one S9 running right now that I will show you. It's running on Bitmain about 13-14 terahashes, and it's pulling about 1.5 kilowatt. So here we have our Antminer S9 from earlier. It's now running on Bitmain firmware, pulling a healthy 13.5 terahashes. We will flash it to Vinish so you can see the dashboard, how it looks, both on Bitmain and on Vinish that is coming. We'll show you in another video how to flash it to Vinish with an SD card. Right now we will flash it using the web interface. So you go to your overview or system folder, then you go into upgrade, push the button, then you will browse your computer if you do it through the interface into your downloads. Then you'll see us Vinish for Awesome Miner, and then simply flash button. Really want to replace the firmware? Yes, it should take about a minute or two. So we have successfully upgraded to Vinish. If you ever found yourself in the same situation as me, as it feels like you still have the old firmware dashboard, you simply refresh your browser and you will force it to now acknowledge the Vinish upgrade. This is how your dashboard will look on Vinish. To set up your miner, you simply go, as with Bitmain, into miner configuration. Then you will bring in your pool information. We will make it mine on solo mining with a Bitcoin address that we have just generated for this single video. So this is not an address that we use, but we strongly advise you to actually use your own address for this. Password is not necessary, but it's possible for you to put one if you will. Then once your pool is properly set up, you go into mining profiles. That will still be into miner configuration. Second folder, mining profiles, you click on it, and then you'll be able to customize to personally choose the power draw and the total hash rate that your machine will deliver. I strongly advise you to turn on the ASIC boost button. This will give you significant increase in power efficiency. Then you go to preset up here and you choose your favorite your favorite profile of mining. I'll go for the 13.5 terahashes, which is typical hash rate for Antminer S9. So here we go. You have ASIC boost on. If you mine in an environment that's pretty hot, you can turn on the 100% fan configuration. But our test room is pretty cool right now. I don't need to use that, but it's a possibility if your mine is pretty hot. Your preset profile is good, 13.5. Then you save. Make sure that you have your that it's saved, that it's registered. There it is. I press S5, it comes back, it successfully registered the profile. Then we'll wait a couple minutes for the profile to for the miner to reset with the new profile. It might reboot a few times as Vnish auto-tunes and try and target the good frequency for each chip domains. So here it is, the miner properly booted on Vnish 13.5 terahashes profile. You have this weird timer with Vnish that it takes like a couple seconds for your stats to actually appear. So as we see, it has the same terahashes as it used to have on Bitmain, just 13.5, but we're having a way better energy consumption figure. We're pulling about 1245, let's say 1300 watts for our same hash rate, while as we saw with the Bitmain firmware, we used to pull about 1500 watts. So that's a significant increase, especially if you run your ASIC at home on 120 volts. It will be way softer on your electric circuits. You will have, I need to inform you, a little dev fee with Vnish as well, since it's a custom firmware, about 3%, but the increase in efficiency, I believe, is is actually worth it. So here it is.